Have you ever felt like something's holding you back? Like no matter what you do, you're stuck in the same place? Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy, friend. It's probably your mindset, and it's going to keep you stuck unless you do something about it. So that's what we're going to get into in this video today. We're going to start to change that. But do me a favor before we get into this video, hit that like button. If you've ever struggled with self-doubt, fear, comparison, because you're not alone. And if you're ready to shift your mindset for good, make sure you subscribe so we can grow together. I'm going to be real with y'all. It's us. We are our own worst enemies. Trust me, I know. Even with recording, it's not about how y'all see me in my mind. It's more about how I see myself, because we're our own worst critics. We can pick out things that we don't like about ourselves, and somebody else may not even notice it. Our own little insecurities. And that self-doubt, that self-ridicule, all of those are patterns of negative thinking. Yes, I'm human, and for as positive as I am, as I can be, as I'm going to keep being, negative thoughts definitely try to creep up in my head every now and then, and I push them right back out, because I don't have no time for negativity. So I push them out quick, fast, and in a hurry, because I don't have time for self-doubt. I just quit my job after 13 and a half years. I was making a decent salary. Well, it was decent to me. Somebody else may feel like it wasn't. Somebody else may feel like that's amazing. But for me, I knew that I was feeling stuck in the same place. I knew that I was supposed to be doing something else. So I took a leap of faith. Now, I'm on a mission to manifest the life that I know I can have, the life that I desire, the life that I keep seeing. But I know it's not going to just magically appear. I know I have to work at it, and I know that it starts with my mindset. A lot of successful people, when they're giving advice about how to be successful with anything that they're doing, the majority of them tells you that it's your mindset first. When you're trying to lose weight, they tell you have to change your mindset. When you're trying to get another job, they tell you have to change your mindset. It starts with the mindset, because you have to believe that you're going to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve. So your mindset plays a huge role in all of that. So I'm doing my part, and I'm trusting that God is going to do the rest. Now listen, you don't have to take a leap of faith like I did. That's just my story. And it took me time to get there. But I've let fear, self-doubt, and other people's opinions dictate my decisions for too long. And I decided for 2025 and beyond that it stops now. And let me be frank, for as easy as it is for me to talk about it, it's definitely easier said than done. But the only thing that matters is that I'm doing it. I'm working on becoming the best version of me. I'm working on accomplishing the things that I set out to accomplish, that I felt like I should have accomplished a long time ago. And I know that it starts with my mindset. So let's talk about how these negative thoughts keep us stuck. I've already named a few: self-doubt, fear, comparison. We're going to get into all three, and we're going to break it down. So let's start with self-doubt. Self-doubt is a sneaky little positive energy sucker. Let's talk about that sucker. Self-doubt sounds like, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? Other people are doing it better than me. Trust me, I've been there, and sometimes I'm temporarily still there. Even with recording the video, that little voice was like, girl, who you think you are trying to give advice? But you know what I realized? That's not God's voice. That's the devil, and that's fear, and that's self-doubt. And let me tell you something to you, okay? God didn't create us to live in fear. Let me say it again. God did not create you to live in fear. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So when self-doubt creeps in, you got to fight it back with truth. So now we're going to work on some examples. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, we're going to say, I am equipped, I am capable. God already made room for me at the table, so it's up to me to claim my spot. And that's exactly what I plan to do. I hope that you plan to do it too. We're going to give ourselves a challenge. Next time self-doubt creeps in, we're going to stop at mid-thought and we're going to replace it with truth. We're going to speak life over ourselves. And we're going to quote whatever scriptures we need to quote to keep our mind on positivity and dispel the negative thoughts. Now let's talk about the next one, which is fear. Fear is a bee. Fear will have you stuck in the same place for years. Years. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Fear is that little thing that keep creeping up, telling you can't do it, you're going to fail. You know those thoughts like, what if it doesn't work? What if I lose everything? What if people judge me? So on and so forth. We all know what fear looks and sounds like. Listen, quitting my job after 13 and a half years, and that's just 13 and a half years at that one company. I have been consistently employed. Thank you, Lord. I have not been without a job in about 20 years, almost. So for me, what was scarier was staying at that job, staying in a place that I was no longer growing, that I no longer desired to be, staying in a place knowing that I felt like I had a bigger purpose in life and I wasn't fulfilling it. I wasn't even on my way to fulfilling it. I wasn't even in a position to start fulfilling it. Living life year after year, saying, I wish I did this. I wish I could do that. Praying that something would just one day change and happen out the blue. That's not realistic. And don't get me wrong, some aspects of my life has changed. And that's what made me realize if I was able to do this, if I was able to accomplish that, then why can't I do more? I can do more. You can do more. And I realized it was because I was very intentional with what I was trying to accomplish in other areas of my life. And once I became intentional and positive about it, knowing and believing that it could happen, it did. So now it's time for me to do the work in another area of my life. Isaiah 41:10 says, Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. Fear is a liar, and God already promised that He's walking with you. He's walking with me. He's walking with each and every one of us that believes He is. So why are you doubting? Why am I doubting? I'm not anymore. So when it comes to fear, instead of thinking or saying, what if I fail? I'm going to say, and you should say too, what if I succeed? Instead of, what if it doesn't work? We're going to say, what if it does work? What if God has set me up for something better? Because it's okay to feel fear, but don't let it control you. Take the step anyway. And by no means am I telling you to quit your job. That's just my story, and I'm just sharing my experiences with you guys. Let's talk about this last one, which is comparison. That's the killer right there, right? That's the one we do to ourselves. What does comparison sound like? And y'all already know. It's a rhetorical question. We know what comparison sounds like. She's doing better than me. He's doing better than me. He's further along in his career and we started at the same time. They got it all figured out and I don't. I'm behind. I should be a lot further in life. We all been there. Seeing people you went to school with doing things you thought you should be doing too. Seeing people in your career field that started after you but progressed past you. I do it sometimes even now. Watching other creators thinking, dang, they got this amount of subscribers already and I'm just getting started. I should have been started years ago when I first thought about it, but I didn't do it. But here's the thing. God's timing for me is different than God's timing for them or for you. Psalm 37:7 says, Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. My journey is my journey, and your journey is your journey. Friend, you are not behind. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Now let's correct these negative comparison thoughts. Instead of saying they're ahead of me or I should be in the same position, I should have already accomplished this or that, we're just going to say my timing is divine and I'm running my own race. The challenge for ourselves. Next time we feel comparison creeping in, we're going to pause. We're going to take a second. We're going to ask ourselves, is this helping us grow or is this holding us back? And then tell yourself, let me stay in my lane and trust God's timing. Listen, self-doubt, fear, comparison, they're not from God. But you have the power to shift your thoughts, and it starts with awareness. Catch the negative thoughts, speak truth over them, and keep moving forward. Because once your mindset shifts, your life starts to shift. If this helped you, comment and let me know because it makes me happy. And remember to share because if it helped you, it might help someone else too. And then hit that like button and subscribe because we're just getting started on this mind shift journey. And let me know in the comments which one of these negative patterns hits you the hardest. And let's discuss it. That's all. That's it. Again, share this video. And check out my other videos in my Mind Shift Journey series. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Love you. Bye.